i-attack kung ano man ang qualification. We have in Mangkayan, we have in Bugyas.
Kasi wala halo. 2.5.
2.5 bottles.
Saan nang galing yan? We're actually here in Atok, Benguet. Dito po yung mga gulay, no? Nanggagaling ang ilang mga gulay dito na nako-consume ng ilan pong mga kababayan natin all over the Philippines. And we're here to actually talk with our farmers para malaman natin ang oversupply at iba pang isyong kinakaharap nila. And we will also be talking about yung mga nangyari in the recent days sa Senate.
Aside from that, we shall also discuss the tragedy that befell the community of Natonin, where a young little girl, the age of 3, lost her life, allegedly at the hands of children as well. So, I am Mia Magdalena Focno, and I am here to talk about the human side of the issues.
And I am Mon Sakiwat para po sa konteksto ng bawat kwentong tatalakayin natin. And this is Spill the Tea by Law Stories
And the Mountain Beacon.
Para sa ating Spill the Tea number 1, nakakagulat po ang nangyayari talaga sa Senate, sunod-sunod. At nito lang, matapos po maglabas ni Senator Amy Marcos ng isang video na expose sana, no, para ilabas ang mga senators na di umano'y gustong magkaroon ng Constitutional Assembly or CONCON din, CONAS and CONCON, kinabukasan may nangyari na naman. Nagsimula ito dun sa part na si Senator Marcoleta ay nagmosyon ulit na tanggapin ang teleconferencing or Zoom para makapagboto para sa impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
At syempre, umalma ang ating minority. And doon nangyari yung walkout sa
Correct.
Senate. But even prior to that, while Senator Dante Marcoleta was defending his motion, tell us what happened there.
Actually, nagsimula kasi yan dun sa motion nga na yan. But that motion was already raised nung panahon pa na pumasok si Bato. No? So that was already referred to the Committee on Rules.
Right.
Ang problem, nilabas niya ulit yung motion right now at dun umaalma ang minority because bakit mo nilalabas yan kung na-refer na sa Committee on Rules? Hindi pa naman yan
Hindi pa siya
natatalakay.
na-settle doon.
Yes.
Hindi pa na tinalakay.
So doon na nagkaroon ng argument kasi, is it a new motion or an old motion? Yun lang naman. And ang gusto lang naman ng minority dito is that mapag-usapan yung motion. And we follow the process. If it was already referred to the Committee on Rules, then doon muna ang problem nagmamadali ang majority.
Nagmamadali sila kasi nga events might overtake them.
Yes.
These include yung ating case sa ICC na ang sabi ng NBI ay anytime lalabas ang ibang warrants, including that, I think, for Senator Bongo. And on top of that, there are plunder cases that have been filed against Senator Jinggoy
Estrada.
and Senator Villanueva.
Yeah, and some other cases with other majority
Cases as well.
senators.
Yeah, so it's a game of numbers kasi when you talk about the Senate and even Congress as a whole. So now, we're waiting to see how it's going to play, and that is why they are rushing the vote.
Yes.
But what happened after that when Senator Marcoleta...
So yun, pumasok si Risa Ontiveros, sinubukan niyang kontrahin, and then bumalik ang Marcoleta saying yan ang reason, ay yan ang problem kapag walang legal background ang mga kasamahan. Natama naman si Erwin Tulfo, no, na
Nag-react siya.
yes, saying ad hominem. Kasi nga, ba't ka mag-raise ng ganyang point when you are in a plenary na dapat nagde-debate kayo on facts?
Based on dapat yung argument mo, based doon sa motion mo, based on facts. Huwag mong i-attack kung ano man ang qualifications ng kapareho mo, peer mo sa Senate.
Yes, kasi parang ina-atake niya rin yung iba, even in the majority.
Eh, nasa likod niya si Robin Bahay Lawyer.
And that led dun sa pag-walkout po ng ating minority.
And I think naiwan doon si Senator Tito Soto, and he moved.
Yeah, he moved for
The adjournment.
Adjournment. Quorum call kung tawagin. Para i-check kung may quorum. And kinontra ulit ni Senator Marcoleta. Tama naman ulit si Soto. Bakit mo i-question ang motion to adjourn.
Mhm.
So it takes precedence, yun yung sinasabi. At sabi niya, akala ko ba magaling sa rules. But actually, kaya namin tinatakal yan because it's really disappointing that we are experiencing this and we're seeing our senators not doing their jobs, no?
Oo.
They're there kung ano-anong mga personal na interes ang gusto nilang ilabas. Ang dami nilang pinag-arguan na hindi naman talaga makakatulong, no?
Tama.
Diretso sana sa impeachment trial, tapos na.
Tama.
And dahil sa nangyayaring yan, Ate Mia, doon tayo papasok sa spill the tea number 2 natin. Dahil habang ang Senate nandyan at ginagawa kung ano man yung gusto nilang gawin, pang personal man o kung ano man yan, ang ating farmers in the agriculture industry, they're suffering.
Yes.
Oversupply.
Yes. Bagsak presyo.
And they're really crying for help.
They are.
Kaya yun yung pagpunta natin dito sa Atok for our special episode. At pupunta tayo ngayon sa Municipal Hall.
Tama. So makikita natin kung ano ang ginagawa ng LGU ng Atok together with the farmers and together with their partners in Quezon City, Vegan, and other stakeholders who are helping our farmers to be able to sell their vegetables at fair prices.
Manang Mia, let's introduce our kasamaan here.
Together with us, we have Councilor Kelly Dean Tomas from the LGU of Atok. We have Ma'am Tracy from the Office of the Municipal Agriculturist, OMAG, together with Ma'am Shirley. And our heroes, our farmers who feed us, we have Sir Martin. So what we see ngayon dito,
So this one, it's a partnership between Quezon City and the farmers of Hato. Si Quezon City, pinabayaran niya at yung price na endorse natin, na negotiate natin sa kanya is not supposedly dapat hindi siya below production cost.
so
So
fair,
this is fair price. This is 35 pesos. At then sinasagot nila yung transportation.
Okay.
Then, ito naman, usually, ang ginagawa nila is instead na cash, yung ibigay na social amelioration sa mga affected na drivers, for the vulnerable sectors ng Quezon City, itong gulay na lang.
I see.
Yes.
So, hindi lang siya tulong dito, tulong din siya doon.
Yes, that's right.
Wait.
Apo.
Sino magbabayad?
Si Quezon City Government Unit po. Ito.
Quezon City and Atok partnered to help farmers in Atok and help our drivers in Quezon City.
That's right. Siguro ngayon, kasi napigyan na nila yung halos
Transportation
kalahatan
sector.
ng transportation sector sa ano naman, sa ibang vulnerable sectors. Yes.
So, Councilor Kelly, ito ba yung Project Obo?
Yes, Manang Mia. This is a part of Project Ugbo.
So, ano yung meaning ng Obo?
Ugbo or Ugbo?
Ugbo, in Ugbo.
Well, yes. It's a kangkanaay term dito i Benguet. Adamot lang i-J kwan, daduma, nga bayanihan siya.
Bayanihan,
Bayanihan. Specific for agricultural activities.
Itong Obo na ginagawa ngayon.
Yes, oo. Nga mga ginawa natin siyang acronym ba din siya?
Oo,
Unified Buying and Bayanihan Operations.
Okay. And this was, ano na siya? So, na-legislate na siya, etc.
Yun ay hindi pa. We are trying to titignan natin na para yung legislation niya ay yung kung ano yung aral na makuha natin dito,
From
ma-integrate siya.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Ate Mia, baka man
Yeah.
nagtataka yung mga nanonood, no? Kaya po magulo ngayon dito. It's because ongoing. At alam nyo po, malaking bagay na sinishare nila yung nangyayari. It's because itong ginagawa pong project ng mga kasamahan po natin dito, Manang Mia, is that it is solving the oversupply na situation right now in Atok. And at the same time, it's giving higher na kita sa ating mga farmers.
Tama.
And not only that, ano din siya, it's also bringing closer yung mga gulay natin to consumers. Doon sa
Tama
Manila.
kasi nakakat
Yes.
yung middleman.
Yes.
Kasi ilan ang middleman regularly ba?
Ilan ba? Hindi lang
Nasa
pala iisa.
Hindi lang iisa. So,
Manual.
6 to 7. 6 to 7 layers of middleman.
Patong-patong.
And
nagawa, na-ititad dajay ko.
At yung yung 6 to 7 na yun, ibig sabihin, ang laki na nung pinatong.
Oo.
Oo.
Kumbaga, if I'm not mistaken sa researches na present ng Benguet State University,
Oo.
ano siya, kung 100 pesos yung presyo sa
Nila.
Manila,
Pagdating
Kuha,
dito.
ang kuha dito. 8 to
Ang-
10. 8
Ang
to 10
Arpen,
pa.
triple yung ngayon sa trading post. 8 to 10.
8 to 10 pesos.
Sa trading post, kunin ng mga
When? The first
middlemen.
level.
Ayun.
When? Ayun. So the farm gate is 8 to 10
For Repolyo.
for Repolyo, for example.
plus,
And then when it reaches Manila, it's as high as 100 pesos. So
Correct.
imagine,
siguro it's 60 pesos,
60
ganyan.
to 100.
Pero,
It
oo,
plays differently.
pag pupunta na siya sa ibang mas malayo.
Sa
Yan,
Saguna.
100.
Still, the point there is, lugi si farmer, panalo si
Correct.
middleman.
gamin nga ikat ti mapiktaran di kat dagiti farmers kasi gamin ta the info ti farmer kat nagdakkel ti expenses na gamin ti man.
Correct.
Ti farmer tat takat na naliday da ti farmer pa ikat ipan mo jay trading post isuda pa ti expenses. Itidak na ba ijay
When?
pesos. So lugi nga dayo nga talaga.
I mean, 'di ba, we are seeing na this is effective, no? So kudos to you guys po na ginagawa natin to help our farmers, medyo ma-solve natin yung mapaliit natin yung middlemen. But paano po ito magiging sustainable? Kasi hindi naman forever na
Oh.
i-assist ng Quezon City ang ating mga vulnerables.
When?
Yes, that's right. And this is kumbaga, Band-Aid talaga muna.
now.
For now. Meron tayong pinaplano, pero tsaka na namin sabihin sa inyo, we will be scaling up. Magmi-meeting pa kami on Friday and the mga pa. And then, sabihan namin kayo
Oo.
dito. Oo.
Pero sana panawagan ito sa mga ibang
Correct.
LGUs sa baba na nangangailangan ng highland vegetables. Bakit hindi kayo dumiretso sa mga LGUs kagaya
Correct.
like through Councilor Kelly or whoever man? Oo. We have in Mangkayan, we have in Bugyas, Ifugao even. So Mountain Province, Benguet, Ifugao, yan yung mga places na pinanggagalingan ng ating mga highland vegetables. So let's keep helping each other.
Out of the 400 plus farmers in Atok, dun sa initiatives na ginagawa po ng group na kasama po natin ngayon, more than 100 ng farmers po ang natutulungan nila. And we hope to help more. We hope to help more. And that's the reason why ginagawa natin ito para mapanood nyo, makapag-isip kayo, at makausap nyo rin yung mga
Direct buying.
yes. At mag-groundwork kasi sila.
Yeah. Kasi this is not only direct buying pero yung the fact that they buy at fair prices para hindi lugi ang farmers. So, that's the point. Kasi
Yes.
we want to help, we want to get vegetables at reasonable prices, but we also must do it in a socially just way. And so we thank the people of Ato for thinking of doing this. And by the way, before this happened, I heard even the police and the Eagles had their own initiative in around April or before that, where they also brought a truck here and then got cabbages. Yun pala isang panawagan. When you do rescue buys, make sure naman you buy at fair prices.
Yes.
Huwag naman bagsak.
Hindi masabi lang na
Hindi, syempre mahihiya ang ating farmers na, yung pondo nila dun is let's say 12 to 15 pesos. Tapos dahil lang mababa ang tinda sa La Trinidad, bibilhin mo rin ng lugi dito. Wag naman, magtulungan pa rin tayo so that hindi lang siya pampabango
yes.
sa ating reputasyon bilang mga tumutulong, pero nakakatulong talaga tayo through and through. So, do your research when it comes to that. Ask the farmers so that walang lugi. Walang lugi. So, thank you to all of those who have taken the initiative
But
to do that.
probably one last message nyo, sir, man.
Yes, sir.
Nagidagbuy-buya, local officials, anya may bagayo kanyada.
No dahil nga nangyari tata na pasamak dito atok nga ikat sapay kumata makapanunot damot noon yata itulong ba iti farmer.
Yes.
Di kumamot ti kwatap no magatang ti natang ti farmer tani nag-adu ti ibulbulong da. Over prices ay over
Supply.
supply. Kata adu pi man ti farmer nga ang nagsubli dagiti punan da iti garden. So di ay ti pagyanan mi ulay da kayo nga opisyalis nga nangato daw ang pababangay ket sa pay kumatag ti tinulong da nagbirok ti marketing iti natang ti farmer kuma. Tapno direct ti farmer nga panigila ko kuma ije.
Correct.
Uray pay mano nga direct no adalat ta kuma dagiti. Dagiti middleman kan dagiti official kuma ket mabalin kuma no isuda ngay makitungtong kada
Mm-mm.
middleman.
Ma-regulate.
Ma-regulate ta
Yes.
kuma dagiti middleman. Lumabalin kuma kasi. Ta tumulong daw ti farmer kuma.
No
Ta
amin.
Uwin tapno
Aggalan siya.
Aggalan siya kuma kasi. So di lang siguro tinibagat sa.
Also, Councilor Kelly, what's your parting shot?
Ako siguro ito, hindi ako. Ako lang ang nakikita ninyong mukha siguro. Pero actually lahat ng groundwork ay nasa OMAG natin, nasa farmers talaga, nasa BAIU, Barangay Agricultural Extension Workers, and many of our barangay officials na tumulong talaga dito. Including yung mga partners natin in Manila. Ito talagang nagsimula siya through Mr. Harvey K. of the Jesse M. Robredo Foundation.
Jesse Robredo.
So thank you so much sa inyo. Ako lang talaga ang humaharap sa media pero hindi talaga ako ang groundwork. Mas
Team effort
sila.
siya.
Yes, it's a team effort talaga.
Community.
Yes.
Binadang.
Binadang. Ubobo.
Mag-ugbo. Yes. So yun po, once again, maraming salamat po sa mga nakasama
you.
natin dito. And yun nga, nakikita po talaga natin dito, ongoing po ang ang pagkakarga ng mga gulay because this will go to Quezon
Quezon
City.
City.
It will reach tonight. No? So,
Including that kamatis.
yes. So yan po, may kamatis dito, may cabbage. Ano po yung meron
Radish,
dyan?
patatas.
Bumbok, sayote,
Radish, patatas.
radish. So sa lahat ng mga nanonood dyan, if you want to get in touch with Atok, nandito po yung contact details nila. Contact niyo po sila and you may also check other municipalities in Benguet and other provinces in Cordillera or saan man. Please get in touch with different LGUs na meron pong mga farmers and together, let's help each other.
Yes. And ako naman, ang masasabi ko, ang sarap ng kape sa atin.
Yes!
Ito pa ang isang product na kailangan ninyong matry. So, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, from doon sa
Munisipyo.
municipal hall ng Atok, dito tayo ngayon sa isang garden ng isa po sa ating mga farmers para malaman yung kung ano ba talaga yung nangyayari
Oo.
sa totoong buhay.
Well. So, Sir John Mark, Taytuyti, Barangay
Paway.
Paway. So, ano po ang mula natin dito?
Sa ngayon, ma'am, dito is patatas tapos
Patatas, lettuce.
Then, andun yung pinakamahal na umbok.
Pinakamahal na mumbok.
Ang wombok in Metro Manila, ang tawag po dyan ay
Chinese cabbage.
Pechay Bagyo.
Pechay Bagyo, Chinese
Ang
cabbage,
bahay.
Napa cabbage. So, yun yung pangalan niya. Bakit natin sinasabing pinakamahal?
Pinakamahal kasi mabenta.
Hindi mabenta.
Hindi kaya sa presyo, ganun.
So, sige nga, paki-explain sa atin bakit ganun. So, magkano yung cost mo versus yung pagtinda?
So far, kung sa iano natin sa 5,000 pieces, mostly lalabas is 6,000 kilos. Kung may bibenta yung 5,000 seedlings.
Okay.
Kung sa punla hanggang sa harvest, hanggang 25,000 yung expenses.
25,000 pesos.
From planting to harvesting.
Pera pa yung transpo papunta sa bagsak.
Sabihin
So
natin
dito
30.
pa lang sa
Sa
garden
garden
yon.
pa lang yun.
So, plus jet transport tracking, magkano?
6,000 times 250.
Okay, 40.
30 to 40.
Oh,
Pwede ba nugyo pa yan?
Ayan mo na yun. Basta,
Pero, ang bili ngayon,
kung makatsamba ka, ngayon, as of May 24, 25,
Ah.
nakabenta kami ka 12 pesos.
12
pesos.
pesos,
for wombok per kilo?
Oo, 30 pesos sana talaga.
30.
Oo.
Kaso,
Para may
ang tinda,
matira.
12.
Ang tinda 12. So wala talaga may iiwan.
Wala talaga.
Walang may iwan.
Meron pero
Pambili mo lang ng
pang botas lang.
Yun yung nangyayari bakit may oversupply. Because mas pipiliin na nila na wag nang i-deliver. No? Means
Oo.
most of the time. Kapag ganyan nabagsak yung presyo kasi walang maiiwan.
Halos negative pa.
Negative.
Yun yung nangyayari. Nagne-negative sila because andyan, nakatanim, tapos pag ibebenta nila, bagsak presyo.
Oo. Kaya yung iba, hindi na nila hina-harvest. Iniiwan na nila pang compost para sa
Oo.
next na crop.
Sinasabi nila sayang pero hindi nila naramdaman o hindi nila naranasan yung magbenta ng loss.
Oo.
Yung pagod,
Oo.
yung papakain mo,
Oo.
ganun.
Tama.
Talagang wala.
And ilang months?
For Chinese cabbage, 2 months.
So 2 months. 2 months
Naalagaan.
na hirap.
Oo,
Tapos, hindi mo mabebenta.
sayang.
So, kung sa iba sayang, emosyon yun, sakit, pain for our farmers.
Sa kanila, totoong loss.
Mm.
Lugi talaga yun.
Loss
So,
talaga.
Sa isang taon, ilang beses nangyayari yun?
First time to nangyari ng month of May po talaga.
Oh!
Kasi last year, yun yung nasa utak namin. Basta first of May to June, yung
Tumbok.
pricing nasa above 20,
Mm.
not less than 15.
so may balik
So
pa.
ngayon lang ito
Meron.
nangyari.
Oo.
Sa month ng
sobra.
May.
Tapos
Sumadsad
tumaas
talaga.
pa yung fuel.
Fuel, tapos yung chichindang.
Lahat
So,
tumaas. Oo.
Yung
So,
cost of
nagpatong-patong.
ano lang.
Oo. Labor lang ang
yung
hindi
gastos.
tumaas.
Oo.
Kasi kayo din yun.
Walang bumabalik din minsan.
So talagang nag-a-adjust. Yun yung mahirap sa farmers because lagi nilang inaaral yung
Mm-mm,
trends based
mm-mm.
sa experience, no?
Mm-mm.
But ang problem, may mga ganitong instances na merong fuel crisis, may mga iba pang nangyayari, may changes of weather, yun yung nakaka-apekto.
Mm-mm.
Na I think that's where science comes in.
Oo, yung mga research ng BSU, ganyan. Hindi lang yung sa, kasi dito, ngayon fuel crisis tayo, pero tuwing January, February, di ay andap
The frost.
frost
Oo.
naman din ang fini-face nila na problem.
Mm.
So, imagine, patong-patong ngayon.
Mm.
So, talagang dapat magtulungan yung community, wider community at that. So, LGUs,
Different national
university.
agencies.
Yes,
like
department.
DOS, TIF, yung mga science for agriculture.
Saka din yung mga equipment. Like,
Mm.
para naman matulungan natin yung
Magbagsak naman kayo ng equipment.
technology.
Oo.
Kailangan din
Gamot
natin.
ng gulay, ganun.
Panggamot ng gulay. Oo, yung mga ganyan. Pero talagang kailangan natin mag-level up din sa technology.
Yun yung sinasabi ko ate na maraming nagpapatraining na government agencies. Ang problem, aalis sila, training yung iniwan, walang iniwan na gamit. So hindi rin nila may apply.
Walang pangpunan, ganun.
Oh, wala pa po. So I think we need to come up with holistic processes and
Oo.
projects. So talagang
Tapos yung business model na talagang win-win para sa
Yeah.
lahat. Hindi lang yung sa middlemen, pero lahat sana ay makakagalan siya. So you heard kung ano yung mga kwento ng ating mga farmers. You heard what the LGU is trying to do. You heard what the people who are trying to help them are doing to help our agricultural industry.
And syempre, papunta na tayo ngayon sa Spill the Three. Ano yan?
Which is a sad story.
Mm.
Kasi ito naman, pupunta naman tayo sa Mountain Province, sa municipality of Natonin. Now, what happened in Natonin? A 3-year-old girl lost her life at the hands of children as well. A child, to be precise. So, what happened? Well, based on the police reports, there was a 12-year-old who eventually surrendered together with his parents. And the 12-year-old said that he and an 8-year-old friend, these are both boys, they were drinking.
Yes.
So they consumed
Drinking alcohol.
alcohol,
Gin.
gin, na iniinom ng lola ko at
2 by
ako.
2.
Pero imagine, 12 years old and 8 years old, and they said that they consumed 2.5 bottles.
Of 2 by 2 gin.
And then what happened? Now, they saw the 3-year-old pass by. And the older one asked the younger one to call the little girl over. So allegedly, the 12-year-old admitted to sexually assaulting the little girl. And he told his companion, the 8-year-old, to also do it, but the companion ran away. So ang nangyari now is when the younger one ran away, this older boy, 12 years old, because he was scared that the little girl might magsumbong, kumuha siya ng kahoy at pinukpok niya yung ulo ng bata. So, to think that this happened in front of the church. In front of the church, and to drag the little girl's body there and to leave it there, later on to be found by the community. It really is tragic. And it begs the question, how can something like this happen and to our children?
Na supposedly innocent kids.
Innocent kids. So we have an unverified report from a reliable source that these children were exposed to watching pornography. And how did they access pornography? Because merong Wi-Fi ang school. So, mukhang unregulated ang Wi-Fi ng school. Kaya kahit anong website, pwede nilang makita. Kasi iisipin mo, paano iisipin ng 12 years old at 8 years old yung ganyang klaseng
Crime.
heinous crime. It's improbable, but it already happened. We know there's going to be due process, and we know that the child will be cared for first by the DSWD kasi hindi pa siya pwedeng ilagay sa prison. So, he will be taken care of, but we really have to look into this. I think it's a problem of the whole society, and it's not just
in Natonin.
not just in Natonin. It has to be looked at by the DepEd, by the DICT, by law enforcement as well, and all stakeholders, parents also.
Parents. Kasi paano, yun nga, it boils down to the question, paano maiisip ng mga bata na gawin yung mga ganitong karumal-dumal na mga krimen?
Isa pa, paano sila nakakuha ng gin?
Yes, and
12
ano ba yun?
and 8,
Naiwan ba ng
2.5 bottles?
Kasi ibig sabihin, hindi siya naiwan kasi bago. 2.5.
2.5 bottles.
Saan nanggaling yan?
In the bodies of children. Kung adults
8 to
nga,
12.
hilo ka na sa
Diyos
amount
ko,
ng
hindi ko nga
alcohol na
kayang
yun.
inumin ng isang buo.
What more for children? So, we really, this is a wake-up call for all of us, for our value system, what we can do as a society, what we can do as a community to make sure that this does not happen again, to protect our children from, because their judgment is not yet full at that age. So we have to help them, raise them in a way that they don't do this.
So once again, we call all national agencies to talk about this. Kaya namin sinasabi ang DICT because we need to empower our schools to teach them how to screen.
To set up regulations doon sa kanilang Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Pwede naman yan
Para hindi ma-access ng mga estudyante, yung mga hindi dapat nila na-access na websites like pornographies and all of that.
Oo. Even the parents, we have to teach the parents that, your phones have,
Correct.
Pwede mong i-regulate kung ano yung makikita ng anak mo dyan sa phone mo. You have to make sure that when they use their phones or when they have access to gadgets, this is supervised. Supervised also.
We really need to regulate and see how we can control our children. Hindi ko to i-consider na isolated incident because it will affect the community. Nangyari may news it can trigger some more, pwedeng gayahin ng iba. Sana matigil na. Sana wala nang susunod. And mangyayari lang yan kung magtutulong-tulong tayo. From parents to teachers to communities to national agencies.
Our hearts go out to the family, the bereaved family. My heart goes out also to the parents of the 2 children who got involved. And to everyone else, we can do better. We can be better. Let's be better for our children.
So nakikiramay kami sa buong community po ng Natonin. And syempre sa mga pamilya po. Pamilya ng biktima. And yun po, umaasak po kami sa Mountain Beacon and the Spill the Tea and the Lost Stories na patuloy po nating protektahan ng mga kabataan at syempre ang ating komunidad.
So, thank you for being with us in beautiful Atok. And let's also keep helping the farmers. Let's push for accountability. And guys, that's Mount Pulag.
That's Mount Pulag. Hindi pa ako nakapunta dyan.
Nakapunta na ako twice. Pero,
napakalinaw.
very, very clear. It rained actually earlier. But we're glad that we still got the chance to visit the farms, the gardens. And we hope that more cities will come and help our farmers directly.
Yes.
As well as in the Senate, naman, wag nyo nang takbuhan ng accountability nyo. You were voted in, be accountable for that.
Gawin nyo ang
Take
trabaho nyo.
Magtrabaho naman kayo.
Yes, magtrabaho kayo.
Tama na yung drama.
At sa lahat ng mga kabataan natin dyan, please, kung nasa tamang wisyo kayo ngayon at may mga kapatid kayo, pagsabihan din sila at tulungan yung mga magulang nyo. And of course, all our parents out there. Protektahan at turuan po natin ang ating mga kabataan. And to our community and our national agencies, let's help each other, hindi lang sa agriculture, sa education, sa lahat ng aspeto po.
So thank you very much for spending time with us. This is Mia Magdalena Focno.
And I am Mon Sakiwat.
And this has been
Spill the Tea.